Hello, I'm Kristen, head trainer at Teletails. I have over 15 years of experience helping families and dogs with very different goals.
In this series, we are going to teach your dog how to sit. Chapter 1 is all about getting the behavior using a food lure. In Chapter 2, we are going to fade out the food so that your dog is able to sit without relying on the sight of food. Chapter 3 is teaching your dog how to sit on a verbal cue so that you have this on command or on a hand signal. In Chapter 1, we are going to use a food lure to teach your dog how to sit. We're going to use a treat to guide your dog into position. This is one of the easiest ways to get the behavior when a team is just starting. One way to train a new behavior is to lure the dog with a treat. We can let him actively lick and nibble the treat as we manipulate him into the position. If we hold the food too high, he's jumping instead of sitting. This tells me to hold the food lower next time. I can let him lick and nibble as I guide him into position. Once there, he gets a few treats so that we build in a little bit of stay even from the beginning. After those few treats, I'm telling him okay and letting him know he's allowed to get up. We repeat this lesson so that he learns to easily follow the food. We can use luring to train other behaviors such as lying down, spinning in a circle, or even backing up, letting the dog lick or nibble the treat as he performs the behavior. Chapter 2. We are now going to work on fading out that food lure. You are going to see a few different ways of getting your dog to perform the behavior without relying on the sight of food. This is a really important step before we go on to additional stages of training. We don't want your dog to only listen when the food is there. There are a few tricks to fading out food lures. One is to guide the dog with a treat, but reward him from the opposite hand. He's learning that the food he follows isn't the most important, and this can be a great transition step to getting no food in your hand. We want to repeat this until it's easy for him. The next step is to have no food in your hand. Guide your dog, and then reward from the opposite hand. He's learning that even if he doesn't see any food, rewards are still possible. Continue to reward multiple times and release each repetition. Chapter 3. We are now ready to add a cue to the behavior. We waited this long because we want your word to be associated with sitting, not with just following a treat. We're going to show you the process for adding a word or working with a hand signal so that you have all kinds of options with your dog. Now that we have the behavior, we can add the cue, sometimes called a command. We want to give the word, then guide him into position. We don't want to give the word and the guide simultaneously because then he'll probably just be following the food and not listening to what we say. As we repeat this pattern, we see most dogs learn that the word is followed by the prompt, so the dogs perform the behavior when they hear the signal. Another way we can work on this is to let him offer the sit on his own. Many dogs will repeat behaviors that have been previously reinforced. We let him do it on his own with no word until it's easy and effortless. Once we can predict that he will do the behavior, we can add in the word right before he does it anyway. This is a great way to establish a strong response to the specific word. Pretty soon, he'll be able to respond to his sit word right away when he hears it.
Sit. Good job, puppy. We are here to help you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or a member of our team and we will get you on the right track. We also offer virtual private coaching to help you with your dog. See you soon.